Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. It's time for some more EU5. I'm your host, Kelvin, where I'm continuing plotting. Getting friends is hard. I'm thinking during the next anarchy is when I want to strike Bohemia. You know? I think that just makes the most sense. And the next anarchy, I think, is pretty much guaranteed. 2 for Austria. Oh, we have 3 for the Palatine. Or Palatinate. They might manage to claim something then. 1 for Wolgast. Yeah. We'll see. Either way, it'd be the right time to strike. Alright. Although there is the land freed, which worries me. But that's okay. On the plus side, in the near future, I believe I should be able to become a duke. Thank goodness. That'll be nice. Truly blessed. Alright, how's our culture doing? What is salary none? Cultural influence, yeah, whatever. Anyway. Unfortunately, I feel like there's not much further I'm going to be able to push with Hungary. Like, I'm getting close, but so annoyingly far. Let's see. I got another 20 opinion there. That gives me another 5. I can get another 20 opinion by sending them money. That gets me another 5. And I'm like 1 short. You know? Give a market. That's Dithmarschen gains 30 opinion of Hungary. Okay. Hungary gains 10 opinion of Dithmarschen. Okay, so there is some more stuff I can do here. Alright. We might just be able to do it then. Good. They're almost there. 184. 185. Yeah. Nice of the clergy. God, I'm going to be at 8.34 and it's actually going to be just not enough. I can perform one option. Hey, Hungary, how do you feel about Bohemia? There's no way to tell. Unfortunately. Oh, the platform section. Yeah, fair enough. I'll actually spend a little bit on diplomacy for a bit. And while I'm thinking about it, hey, build some bog iron smelters, would you? There we go. Like I say, we're just trying to build everything everywhere in this little region that we call home. Kloppenberg build. Copper Crop Farms, nice. Hell yeah. Some laborers. Sailors. Interesting, okay. Yeah, we got some charcoal kilns. We might as well build some of those. Alright. But yeah. Dithmarschen is the likely target of a coalition, ironically. It's too small. If I go beat up somebody, take some land, and generate a little bit more. Yeah, we can almost do it. Just need 8%. Very well. Acceptable. I just need to decide who I'm shanking. Probably Brunswick. Like, Goslar kind of goes with them. The Hans is irrelevant. And then there's Würzburg down there. That's in Dortmund province. Alright, and there's this. So yeah, we take over Brunswick, we take over at least a chunk of Cologne. Kind of move our border a little to the south. That seems reasonable. Apparently ours is better. That's fine though. That said, I should actually kind of prep for war. This is enough. Actually, question mark? Maybe. It's hard to tell because positive opinion I think is rounding. Prestige does give diplomatic reputation, unfortunately. Fuck it, yeah, I'll pay. He can serve the court directly. And also, I'm going to canonize somebody. How able they were when alive. Okay. Oh shit, 13 prestige for that guy. 14 for that guy. Alright, so we got our saint, and hey Bohemia. Ducal rights granted. I am now a duchy in the Holy Roman Empire, everyone. God, that took forever. Alright. So that should help a little bit, right? And another 5 prestige. Seriously though, minus 10.7. Dithmarschen strength versus Hungary. Like, I think it was only possible during the Civil War. They were just slightly weak enough at that point. Okay. Village is the rival. Here's a rival. I guess that's the thing. I need to decide who my rivals are. Unfortunately, that kind of informs a little bit who my friends are. Right? but I don't think any of them is the correct answer, if that makes sense. But yeah, even being a duke, like, it's helpful. But, oh hey, Austria. You're able to ally me again. Well, I mean, I can definitely do that. Yeah. There's no point in sending, like, the economic support. We're gonna get enough relations there. Do I want to try and go for the grab? It gets me like queen emperor, so. That would get me up to like another 2. Yeah, I feel like I'm not quite there. But I might be able to get there as part of the problem. Yeah. Alright, I think the answer is I just kind of declare war on Magdeburg. Or number Magdeburg, Brunswick. The Poles aren't interested because Poland's at war. I mean, Brunswick definitely cannot raise 6,000. Jesus Christ, why can you raise 6,000 men? Whatever. Oh, I cannot raise all of my levies. Okay, I know I granted a levy exemption to the clergy, but were the clergy really that many of them? Hang on, what did I grant exactly? Okay. That probably explains part of why I've struggled. Oops. I should not have granted that, I guess. I'm gonna grab a save, but I'm gonna reload. You know? Because I don't know if this, like, really could have made a difference. So I want to reload to before I granted that. If possible. You know? Because I did not realize that was going to be so fucking ginormous. I thought, oh, I have so few clergy. There are barely any levies. It doesn't matter. Because, yeah, it's kind of obfuscated and tough to tell, and I have no idea how many levies I'm actually giving up when I press that button. Pretty sure, like, most of our levies came from commoners and burghers, so I didn't think too much of it. Oh, no, it is... Hold on, have I already granted it? Nope. Okay. So yeah, it makes no functional difference then. But the promotion strength versus Hungary is minus 20. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna assume it's like minus 25 now or whatever. God. I don't know. I think we're okay. I don't know. Okay. No, it's still minus 20. Okay. Well, either way. Raise our levies. I'm wondering if it's because of, like, the matchlock tech. Maybe that's the thing, is I get fewer better levies or something. It's not exactly clear, so. I guess it'll become clear once I have to go into battle, you know? Well, we're at +4 on the artillery bonus. That's nice. Okay. Oh god, did I even... Okay, I did put a general on you. That's good. Yeah. Knock them out. This out. Yeah. I'm worried they're gonna try and like liberate the siege. Our diplomat has maxed out relations improvement with Hungary. So if we weren't at war right now, you're telling me we could do it. Well, hopefully we wrap this up. In reasonably short order. Okay, so this region, it has no fort to it. Okay. So then it should be easy enough. Just kind of waltz in here. Oh no, they took a border province. Rescue our vassal who just decided to dive in there randomly. Alright. Yeah. Yeah, we're just kind of keeping people at bay. Alright, that's that, and then that. Alright. So, Brunswick has been fully occupied. Not at war yet. Oh, Soest is the capital region? Hold on. Ah. So there is actually a fort here. Alright. I was just unaware. Very well, understandable. There's not much they can really do to stop us right now, but I am losing a little too much money, so I'm going to cut back on Diplo spending. Dear God, we spend a lot on that. Alright, fair enough. Head back to a town, I guess. Alright. Declaration of Einbeck. Go defeat the enemy army again. Relentless drill. Show them, boys. Alright. Oh, I have somebody not improving diplomatic relations right now. You. It's helpful. Yeah. Trying to maintain our good standing with the Hungarians. Best I can. Unfortunately, as usual, it takes a lot of effort, actually. Okay. They have no war enthusiasm. Goslar should soon surrender. So we hope, anyway. And then we move on to Soest. Realistically, let's just get the siege in Soest started. They don't appear to be really fighting, so. And for Cologne, I'm going to try and take control of their market. I don't really need the Poles, but thank you, though. Alright, siege is won. So, Cologne. Just hypothetically and all that. Separate sue for peace. To Bielefeld. I don't even know where that is. I've seen it mentioned several times, so I assume it's like a city in my company. Or city in my country. Finding things can sometimes be hard. Bielefeld. There, of all places? It's good enough. Okay, so we're going to look into that as well. Get him. That's right, you get out of here. Alright. Yeah, no help is coming. Don't really care about any of that. Thanks. Yeah, it's just a town. Still, it's a start. That's one less prince in the empire. Uh-oh. That's a new one. Rising inflation. Okay. Precious metals distribution. Larger than our boys. I don't know. I mean, I don't really have any gold mines. Hold on. Okay, so gold is produced there. What about silver? I mean, how much income do I get from minting? That's a question. 23, so I get like an extra 10 bucks if I do that. An export ban it will be. That was like 1 to 2 gold. I feel lied to. It should mention 33% of, you know, minting if you are minting at maximum, which nobody ever does, so that's unfortunate. Send this levy down here. Break open and start sieging Cologne's capital. That's really just more of a threat, you know? Because sooner or later, this fort will fall. Like, it is now at 57%. I think that's its maximum. Yeah. Yeah, fuck the nobles. And more defenders are deserting there. Siege 1. Yeah, you guys have no food and no real capacity to be over there. You can come home. It's probably fine. At any rate, sue for peace. The Paderborn Plateau. And a mugging. Yeah, it should be fine. I don't know if I can actually take the Paderborn Plateau. It's going to put quite a coalition against me. And, like, already, the annexing of Brunswick is going to itself put quite a coalition against me, I am sure. 17 countries. I can't annex Brunswick. I can just take, I think, Kars. Yeah. Paderborn Plateau. Never mind, this is apparently just a lot cheaper in general, so maybe it's Hars is what I leave. Yeah, fair enough. Alternatively, I could make Brunswick my vassal. That's always kind of weird. It is better on paper. Like, significantly so. And, that might do better. Yeah, I'd have to take their capital for that. That's a lot. Okay. Yeah. I don't think I can take the Paderborn Plateau. as much as I want it. Hmm. Okay, so I take over the market center from Cologne. Lord knows it's going to shift the market map a fair bit. Now I try and take both of these, and we have a 31 country coalition. That is probably too much. You know? Although, hold on. Okay, only 17 countries. Honestly, I think I can do it. Because by doing this, I can now get an alliance with Hungary. You know? Which I think is worth. Alright. Yeah, should be able to get home. Zero should be just effectively black flagged at this point. Alright. Coming back home to Bremen. Bit of a weird one, but hey, we got there. We're continuing to expand further south. We've now made friends with the Hungarians, and I now have, theoretically, 98. Oh, that's going to be hard to over... What do you mean? Border distance. 35. Is that your border distance to me for called arms purposes? I figured it'd be border distance to the enemy. Okay. I'll see what I can do. In the meantime, thank you everyone for watching. I've been here, Kelvin, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care, folks. Have a good night.